gentlemen, thanks once again for joining me. I'm your host, Derek Lane, for another edition of The Fast Lane, your podcast for success. Thanks for tuning in, plugging in, and finding me. It means a lot for me to have you out there. This morning, or this day, I'm going to talk about the 3 R's. I know that's the way we learned it in school. I know it's not really 3 R's. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. Okay, why it's important and why you should be paying particular attention to the 3 R's. I think you're going to find some good information in this episode. So hang on. We'll get started with it, shall we? Okay, once again, thanks so much for joining me. Hey, listen, the 3 R's, reading, writing, arithmetic. I had several ways to go with the podcast for today, and this has been kind of hanging above my head, so I've decided just to go with it. Not a lot of specific information, just a lot of basic information that you probably already know, but it doesn't hurt to rehash it, go over it again, and kind of refresh yourself with it. Let's start with reading. Okay, why is reading so important? Reading spurs imagination. It gives you ideas. It develops your intellect. When you read authors, doesn't matter what you read, as long as you read. When you're reading things, you get new ideas. Again, it spurs the imagination, the creativity. The juices get flowing through you when you learn about different areas. It doesn't matter if you're reading a crime novel, if you're reading a business book, whatever you're reading, it's okay. Reading is important. You open your mind up. It starts to your mind starts to gather ideas, and all it takes is a good idea to continue to grow on your success path. If you'll refer back to Readers or Leaders on one of my previous podcasts, there's a lot of information in there about the benefits of being a reader. So I encourage you to do that if you haven't not already. But just know that reading opens a door, an avenue for you to be able to spur imagination, garner new ideas, and move forward. Next is the 2nd R, writing. Why is writing so important? Writing is probably the most important out of the 3 R's, because you're writing down ideas, you're making to-do lists, you're organizing your thoughts. And it's important for you to do this. I always advocate pen and paper, not so much as typing things out on your computer, but just jotting stuff down on pen and paper, making notes, organizing your notes. It becomes very critical for you to continue the path the way that you project it. Sometimes we get ideas in fleeting moments. Sometimes I'll pick up my phone and just hit my voice recorder and record something as an idea. It's a flash. And then when I get home, I'll check back all of the things that, I recorded, and I'll write them down, organize them, and I come up with a lot of great material that way. Not only just for the podcast, but for my business and for me personally, and all of the things that I do and all the endeavors that I do. So I would encourage you to, have a way to just make sure that you don't miss those moments. They come to you for a reason. You have little signs of creativity, meaning, direction. When your subconscious goes into work to create things, oftentimes that's how it guides you, is that fleeting moment of, hey, jot this down. Because, excuse me, because you can lose track very easily. I know sometimes that that when I haven't done that, and I get home and I start to organize my thoughts, what was that one thing I meant to write down? What's that one thing I meant to record? Oh, gosh, it seemed so great at the time. Well, don't let that happen to you. Be a person that writes it down and tracks those thoughts, tracks your direction. It's very important that you do. I can't stress and emphasize enough, I know I've talked about it numerous times, about the goal setting techniques and writing them down. Organizing your thoughts and putting things on paper is kind of like goal setting. But you're just writing down, and it doesn't matter if it's the stupidest thing ever. Just write it down. Just write it down. There's something there. Maybe not now. Maybe not next week. Maybe a year from now. Who knows? And that's the other thing about writing down your notes. Keep a log. Keep a log of all of your notes. When you record your thoughts and you have them, and then you come home and you sit down and you organize them. It doesn't take 10 minutes to organize your thoughts on paper, and then you put that into a log, and I promise you, when you go back and you look at the 6 months, even a month, you may even want to highlight certain things, circle them, whatever it is. You'll go back to it and you go, aha. That's why I had that thought. That's why I wrote that down, because it affects what I'm doing right now. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So, if you're not in the habit or the practice of doing that, I definitely encourage you to do that. Be in the habit of writing down your thoughts. One of the other things that I would advocate for you as well in regards to writing things down is make it a habit of writing down things when you first get up in the morning. Your subconscious brain has been active all night. It's been, in that sleep state, but it's working on the problems that you've asked it to work on. Even the stupidest dreams, the weirdest dreams, the crazy stuff, the thoughts that you've had, that you go, yeah, if you do it first thing when you wake up, or even if you don't write it down, if you've got your phone handy when you wake up, just wake up, grab your little recorder and go, hey, I dreamt about this, I dreamt about that, and then you can go back and review it later on. But it's important. These are things that guides your life. The messages from the ethosphere come to you, and if you ignore them, it's like saying, I don't want success. It's like saying, I appreciate that, but I'm busy. And then we go out to try to find out ways to be successful. It's counterproductive. Take and use everything at your disposal to be successful, and that is the thoughts and the feelings and the ideas that come to you in any given day and during the night, and you organize them. Organization is success. Organization, I promise you, there's never been a successful man or woman that just haphazardly just flies by the seat of their pants and somehow becomes successful. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to adapt the habits of successful people. That's going to be another podcast, by the way. But one of the things that successful people do is they take notes, and take notes. Have you got that yet? Take notes. Okay. Moves me on to the third R, arithmetic. Again, this was in the era that I went to school, 3 R's, reading, writing, arithmetic. So why is it so important? Well, if it's money that you're wanting in your success to be, financially secure, if you don't understand numbers and money, it will fall through your hands just as quick as you got it. Okay, so you need to do yourself a favor and know your arithmetic. Now, I'm not suggesting that you have to take an accounting class, but it doesn't hurt. I've taken several accounting classes, and I've learned quite a bit that's been useful to me in my business. And still to this day, it's taught me a lot of things that have assisted me in my path and my growth strategy. So you can take accounting classes online, just bookkeeping classes, anything that will help you. in the area of your finances. Because once you understand finances and you're able to manage your finances, stress seems to melt away. It's the number one stress factor in our lives is our finances. That or relationships. They're kind of neck and neck. But oftentimes finances creates the relational stress as well. So I'm going to lean more toward the finances. However, it's up to you. Look, you never got taught in grade school, high school. For the most part, colleges don't teach you the fundamentals of your money and cash flow. Again, taking accounting classes, and that helps. But overall, personal finance and how to manage your money and how to save and what's good and what's bad, there's really no courses out there. It's trial by error, right? Trial and error, whatever. So you need to figure out your money. You need to figure out your money, how to keep it on your person. There's everybody in the world has got their hand stuck out. Everybody's got a gimmick or a trick. Sign up for this $2.99. It's only $2.99 a month. It's only $10.99 a month. It's only $15.99 a month. Or one time $19.95. You get where I'm going? People are bombarding you constantly, nonstop, through the internet, through the radio, through the television. When you walk into a market, product placement, it's manipulative. They've done so much research and study on people's buying habits that they know how to get that dollar that you've worked your butt off for out of your palm of your hands and put it in their pockets. And it's manipulative. You need to understand marketing, why they're trying to get that dollar from you that you work so hard for, how they're playing you for a fool to get it from you, manipulating, making false promises. Spend this money and your life will be so much better. Folks, I'm telling you right now, the Podcast for Success, the Fast Lane, doesn't cost you a dime. And I'm hopefully giving you some tools that are invaluable to your success. I want you to be successful. I could go out here and put together some of the most, the most poignant tracks of my episodes and charge for it. I don't want to do that. It's free, okay? Very few things in life are free. But usually some of the most valuable things are, love and health, all the things you can take advantage of and just cultivate on your own. Taking care of your money is something that you are personally responsible for. No one else. Okay, you're rich and you have accountants take care of your money. It's costing you a pretty penny to do it. If you understand your money and take care of it, or if you got enough to say, hell, I don't care, well, good for you. I'm not there yet, right? I still work. I enjoy my work. I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy earning the monies that I get. However, I enjoy keeping it. I enjoy, treating myself here and there, but I don't let people talk me into things. I don't let the media, the marketing, the strategies, I don't allow them into my head and make me spend money on crap that I don't need. I guarantee you could go in any house and you could pinpoint and pick out things. What is this? This is junk. Well, you bought it. Whether it was junk or you thought it would be something cool, whatever it is, you bought it. You spent your hard-earned money for it. Pay close attention to your monies. Because here's one little secret that you don't hear much. Money begets money. Let me say that again. Money begets money. In other words, money attracts money. If you don't have any money, you're not attracting anything. If you're broke, you're attracting broke. If you're behind on your bills, you're attracting more of the same. Money attracts money, but it's up to you to have it, to keep it, to manage it, and not be tricked out of it. You work